Intro.
Hi guys, this is Benny.
And I'm Drew, and today we will review Introducing the Kujus. So if I look at the IMDb, it says, Introducing the Kujus tells the story of siblings who have been at crossroads since their mother's death. So let's check this out.
We used to do things together before. Now everybody has just gone. Why? Don't tell me that you're expecting the rest of the family to come over next weekend.
Who told you that this time will not be different?
Why would it be different?
I say it will be different because I have a plan.
Announcing the arrival of our Tumba. Money bag. Money stop nonsense. Our Tumba is here.
Are you okay? Why did you fall? Auntie, this is not tourist center. This is Kuju family house.
Something about the way she moves, I can't explain it.
Hey, John Bola today with you. And when you know manners.
My name is Chooks, political science major, soon to be bar owner here in Badagry.
You study political science, now you want to be selling kai kai.
Pastor, you don't know these children. They are not innocent at all. They are just pretending. Who can she buy? You don't know, pa.
When you go where? You go to Aston West wine. Out! Don't wear me, I feel at home, then you measure. I want them out.
How much water did you put that is making it up like this? Well, like 5 spoons.
You have disappointed this family way too many times.
You walk. Let me wait. You are the stupid one.
I think the first thing that it reminded me of is my big fat Greek wedding in a way, because it's like families coming together. But this was like a mix of everything. It wasn't just one tone, right? It was not just comedy. It was also drama.
Family drama, yeah.
And yeah, from our movies, from Indian Bollywood movies, what it reminds me of is Kapoor and Sons, because if you remember the trailer, it was kind of in the beginning, it was kind of comical, but then all the problems pop up that someone might.
Right. So it's like you can see that in the beginning it's all cool and nice and a nice family reunion, but then everybody has some skeletons in the closet, and that's how it's with every family. And these are a bit more, very involved, very argumentative, and lots of action you can see over here. Not action in the sense of fighting and violence, but a lot of things going on.
Yeah, and I also like that they're just. What I loved about it is just it's not one tone, right? You get all the flavors of every different emotion, and because like when I read the IMDb description, it's like people coming to siblings coming together after the death of their mother. I couldn't have guessed that there was going to be a comical element to it. So I'm glad that it's not a one tone kind of a movie, that it sounds like a fun watch.
Something I liked is there was a lot of a nice variety of the color. It's not monotonous and dull. I mean, if it's about somebody's death and then people coming together, you would expect that it would be a bit dark and sort of thing, but this one is a lot of vibrant colors and lots of things going on
I
altogether.
think that's kind of goes along the story as well, that the story is not one tone. The movie is not shot as a comedy or a tragedy. And I think the colors also add to that. As you said, if it were a tragedy, it would be, at least in the West, it's like duller weather, duller colors. It's like blacks or grays, and it's just very morose. But I like this take on it, that it's not necessarily that way. And I wonder what the cultural difference is there. Like in certain cultures, that when someone dies, they believe in celebrating their life versus mourning their death. And I wonder how it is in Nigeria. Is that the same way? Like, because we didn't see a lot of people like crying. We saw some celebration and we saw arguments,
Huh.
but those
True.
arguments weren't necessarily about their mother dying. They were more about the things that people harbor. And this is very relatable, because people as kids harbor a lot of things, and they grow up and sometimes carry that with themselves, right? And they have this image of a person, and they, in the beginning, when you, even if it's your sibling and you haven't spent a lot of time with them, and when you come across them as an adult, some people do harbor those old feelings, and they have an impression of the person in their heads. And then that, if an argument comes up, people bring that up, like, you were always like this, you were always so.
Yeah.
That's shown in the movie. It's a very human quality. That's what I.
Right. What this reminds me of is that movie that you just suggested to me once, the Meyerowitz Chronicles, right? There was, again, over there also, it was that same thing, brothers and fighting, and they had this kind of a jealousy, a sibling rivalry kind of going on, who's the best son, those things. I think that is cross cultural. You love your siblings and hate your siblings, you're jealous of them, you stand for them. I think this movie surely has all those flavors that you would find, in siblings, what kind of relationships you find in them. It's of course not just one thing, you can't just love them, you can't just hate them. It's a mixture of everything for siblings. I mean, you've grown up with them.
Yeah, and I believe like Nigeria and most African cultures closer to our culture as Indians, because they're very, like, in the US, it's a more individualistic society. So if you don't like someone, even if it's your sibling or even if it's your parents, it's not, it's like you can choose not to talk to them. We don't, but as Indians, we feel this duty that even if you don't like someone in your family member, you're going to stand by them no matter what.
Yeah.
And I feel that I'm guessing Nigeria is the same, where the community feel is very strong, like our culture. And so, but with that comes a lot of, like, if you have a problem, then they're always in your face, or you have to fight, and you have to eventually figure out a way to coexist. You can't just be like, I don't like this, I'm going to ignore this problem, I'm not going to deal with it ever. That's the good thing about our cultures, is like, you felt bad, deal with it, find a solution,
And move on.
Yeah, and live, and still maintain the relationship. I would totally bet on this, that they fight, but they come together. Whoever the siblings are, they fight, and then yet they come together.
Yeah.
And did you understand? I didn't really understand that portion. There was something about the prophet. I think there is some religious, funny aspect there as well. I don't know what that was about. I didn't really understand that much, but I think there.
No, yeah, that is one thing about the trailer. I didn't see in exactly what is the problem that is being addressed over here. It seems to be a lot of things going on with so many siblings. So it's not something with a singular theme or a plot. It seems to be, a lot of things going on for various different characters.
I think it might just be that it's an exploration of human psychology of different characters, just like
Right.
there isn't like some. It's not like, oh, this is the beginning. This is what we learned. It's more about like, I would guess that how they dealt with the passing of their mothers, how they fought with each other, and yet came together and
Yeah.
as a
It
family.
seems like there was this one female character who was, throughout kind of playing the lead role in the sense where she's the one who's trying to bind everybody together after the mother's passing. So, of course, there's a problem with the family going on, but she's the one who's trying to, keep everybody connected. That's what I felt with one of the leading characters.
And we know those kind of characters in our families as well. Those are the most stressed, exhausted people who are like, oh, how do you manage this? Like our mom.
Yeah.
So those are the most,
I think
it's mostly men who, I think, do that.
Yes, yes. I think everybody would relate to some of the other characters like that in their own family. Everybody has that, and so.
Especially in our cultures, definitely. I wouldn't think that it's relatable to all cultures, but I would say like Indian culture, we always like see things like that. So I thought it was cool. I would like to watch something like that. I do doubt that I might be able to get all the humor in it. It might be very cultural.
Right.
Yeah, some things we might not get, but I have.
That's a given. That's a given. Yeah.
I think they do not get the kind of global credit that they should be getting. And I think, yeah, like Big Fat Greek Wedding. If it were a Greek movie, do you think it would have been that popular? Like it's
exactly.
a cult movie now. And so, I think it's very cool. They're making these kind of, so.
It is.
Hey guys, so if you liked our video, please subscribe to our channel. And until next time, फिर मिलेंगे.
Yeah, फिर मिलेंगे. See you guys.